Welcome to day 3 of 30 days of burnout recovery. Over the last 2 days, we looked at where our energy is leaking and what exhaustion feels like in our bodies. But today, we have to look at the emotional anchor holding that exhaustion in place. Today's prompt is: the version of me that started this career would be shocked to know. This isn't just about celebrating your growth. It's a prompt that asks you to hold space for the tension of outgrowing an old perception of your profession, one you worked desperately hard to build. I sat down to write about this in my journal today, and it just completely hit me. The truth is, the version of me that started out 10 years ago, the one so full of radical idealism, ready to burn it all down for the mission, had no idea what they were actually walking into. They would be completely shocked by how the machine actually works. They'd be devastated to see how much of the energy meant for the real human work just gets swallowed up by the administrative red tape and institutional weight. But what would break their heart the most is knowing that the career I used to build my entire identity around is the exact same one I now have to establish boundaries around in order to survive. There is a very specific kind of grief reserved for revising your understanding of your life's work. We are taught that staying identical to who we were on day one is a virtue, and that admitting a system is flawed means we have failed. So we overperform, we run our nervous systems into the ground defending a perspective we held a decade ago, terrified to admit that the reality of the field has changed us. Gaining a full understanding of your career is an acquisition of expertise and not a failure. You aren't giving up. You are finally seeing the landscape clearly. Releasing the idealized ghost of this job is a mandatory part of healing. You have to allow yourself to acknowledge the systemic friction without feeling guilty for realizing that your relationship to this work must change shapes. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're trapped in burnout right now, ask yourself if you are punishing yourself for knowing more now than you did then. Are you exhausting yourself trying to make a past, less informed version of you proud? Open your physical notebook today. Step into the discomfort of your own expertise. Write down the sentence: the version of me that started this career would be shocked to know. And let yourself write the hard truth of what you've learned. Don't edit it. Don't sugarcoat it. And if you have the courage to put that realization into words, leave a piece of it in the comments below. Let's start building a future based on reality, not illusions. I'll see you tomorrow for day 4.